Kibati, the chosen child. Kibati must harness his mystical powers to fulfill an ancient prophecy and save his village, Kijiji, from the impending doom brought by the dark sorcerer, Malakar, and his shadowy creatures. Once upon a time, in a beautiful village called Kijiji, it was a place of vibrant culture, where the air was filled with the rhythm of drums and songs of the elders. Amongst the villagers, there is a particular young boy named Kibati, who was unlike any other young boy around. He could see what others could not see, and often had dreams that used to come true. One day, while exploring the dense forests beyond the village, Kibati discovered an ancient stone tablet, half buried in the ground. The tablet was covered in glowing symbols that seemed to whisper secrets. As Kibati touched the tablet, a mysterious voice filled his mind. The time has come. The symbol on the tablet began to glow brighter, and Kibati suddenly understood their meaning. They spoke of an ancient prophecy about a child with mystical powers who would save the land from impending doom. Filled with mixture of excitement and fear, Kibati ran back to Kijiji to tell his grandmother, who was the village healer and keeper of many secrets. His grandmother listened with a serious expression, then brought out a dusty old book covered with intricate designs. This book has been in our family for generations, waiting for you, she said. It will guide you on your journey. As night fell, Kibati lay awake, the weight of the prophecy pressing on his young shoulders. What danger was approaching, and how could he, a mere boy, save his village? With the first light of dawn, he packed some food, the book, and set off into the forest, determined to uncover the truth about his destiny. Deeper into the forest, the trees grew denser, their branches forming a canopy that blocked out the sun. Kibati felt a strange presence watching him. Suddenly, a tall figure cloaked in shadows appeared before him. "I have been waiting for you, Kibati," the figure said, revealing himself as Awogbemi, a guardian of the
highlifeng.com.
ancient prophecies. Awogbemi explained that dark forces are stirring, and Kibati's power are the only hope to stop them. "You have great power, my son, but you must learn to control it," he said. Awogbemi offered to train Kibati, teaching him to harness the elements such as fire, water, earth, and air, and to understand the ancient symbols in the book. For weeks, Kibati trained under Awogbemi's guidance. He learned to create fire with a snap of his fingers, to call rain from the sky, to move the earth beneath his feet, and to summon wind. Each day, his confidence grew, but so did the sense of his impending threat. One evening, as they sat by the fire, Awogbemi told Kibati about a dark sorcerer named Malakar, who sought to plunge the world into darkness. "Malakar is powerful, but your pure heart and the strength of your ancestors will guide you," Awogbemi said. Kibati knew that soon he will face Malakar, and the fate of Kijiji rested in his hands. One night, as Kibati practiced his newfound abilities, he suddenly struck by a powerful vision. He saw Kijiji in flames, villagers fleeing in terror, and a dark figure commanding an army of shadowy creatures. Gasping, he realized the vision was a warning. The danger was imminent. He rushed to Awogbemi, who confirmed his fears. "The time has come," he said. "You must return to your village and protect your people," Awogbemi said. Together, they hurried back to Kijiji. The path illuminating by the glowing symbols that they had guided Kibati from the beginning. When they arrived, chaos had already erupted. Shadowy creatures were attacking, and the villagers were in panic. Summoning all strength, Kibati created a protective barrier around the village. He stood at the village center, ready to face the dark figure from his vision. Malakar emerged from the shadows, his eyes glowing with malice. "You think you can stop me, child?" he sneered. But Kibati stood firm, remembering Awugbemi's teachings and the strength of his ancestors. The air cracked with tension as Kibati and Malakar faced off. Malakar summoned dark clouds that blotted out the sun, and shadowy creatures swarmed the village. But Kibati was not afraid. He called upon the elements, starting with fire. Flames erupted from his hands, driving back the creatures. Malakar countered with a torrent of water, trying to douse the flame. But Kibati was prepared. Kibati commanded the earth to rise, creating a barrier to block the water. The villagers watched in awe as the battle raged on, their hopes pinned on the little boy. Awugbemi fought alongside Kibati, using his own magic to keep the creatures at bay. Together, they formed a formidable team, but Malakar was relentless, and his dark magic was powerful. He created whirlwinds that threatened to tear the village apart. Drawing from his inner strength, Kibati summoned the wind, redirecting the wild wind away from the village. The struggle intensified, each side pushing their powers to the limits. Finally, Kibati knew he had to use all his ability at once to defeat Malakar. In a final, desperate move, Kibati called upon the elements with all his might. Fire, water, earth, and the air combined into a binding light that engulfed Malakar and his creatures. The village was bathed in a radiant glow, and when the light faded, Malakar and his minions were gone. The villagers erupted in cheers, rushing to embrace Kibati and Awugbemi. Kibati's grandmother hugged him tightly, tears of joy streaming down his face. "You did it, Kibati. You fulfilled the prophecy," she said. The villagers celebrated their victory, singing songs of praise and gratitude. Kibati knew that although Malakar was defeated, his journey was not over. He had unlocked only a fraction of his true potential, and there were many more adventures ahead. The ancient book still held secrets waiting to be uncovered, and Kibati was ready to embrace his destiny. With the village safe and peace restored, Kibati took some time to rest and reflect on his journey. He spent his days helping the villagers rebuild and sharing stories of his adventures. Awugbemi stayed by his side, offering guidance and wisdom. One evening, as the sun set over the savannah, Kibati and Awugbemi sat together, watching the sky turn shades of orange and pink. "This is just the beginning, Kibati," Awugbemi said. "There are many more mysteries to uncover and challenges to face." Kibati nodded, feeling a sense of excitement and determination. He had grown from a curious boy into a courageous hero, but he knew there are still much to learn. With his friends and family by his side and the ancient book as his guide, he was ready for whatever the future has in stock. And so, Kibati, the strange, mysterious child, continued his journey, embracing his destiny and the mystic powers that has been bestowed upon him. The story of his bravery and adventure would be told from generations to generation, inspiring young and old alike to believe in the magic from within.